Tom Gill!
Hello everyone, so great to be here, part of this special night. Yeah, I'm Tom Gill. When I first moved to London, I started working at this call centre in Canary Wharf, and there was this beautiful girl from South London that worked there. On my first day, she came up and said, "Oh, yeah, hey, who are you?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm Tom, I'm new." She's like, "What, first day and you're late?" I said, "Yeah, I'm still trying to get my head around the tube. I'm from Manchester, you see, I've only just moved." She's like, "Oh, it's well easy. I mean, I can show you around if you like." I was like, "Yeah, all right. What are you doing tonight?" Her name was Beth Green. Asked me if I fancied a drink with her in East. I said, "Sure, ditch your stuff and we'll leave." We got on the overground at Hackney Wick, shagged well nice eyes and whopping big tits. Said there was a pub she knew she loved but didn't know which way to go. I said, "Well, I'm new to London, but maybe this Whitechapel will know." We asked this guy for directions, but he sent us walking in the wrong direction for about a mile, ending back in Hackney. Needed to stop off for some cash at a bank. She said she only lived in Bank, meant we could just have a cheap laugh back at her flat. So with that, we went to an off licence to buy some Coronas with lime. House was empty when we got back, so I felt relaxed enough to chat. She asked me what it was I did. I said act, and now I'm in London, bridging the gap between poetry and rap. Way back, I was in this film with Michael Fassbender earning a whack. Everywhere we went, we got escorted, and now instead of learning lines, I seem to spend more time snorting them. She said, "What, are you well into your drugs?" I said, "When I'm not a busy bee, you know, I do love a buzz." She turns her back and pulls out this big bag of magic mush. Tells me to trust, says the good mate Mark got it. I said, no, I've never really been into the hallucinogenics, just narcotics, but fuck it. Like, sometimes it's just so nice to get away from life's hassles. Next minute I'm seeing loads of mad shit like elephants and castles. The flat becomes this manor house and I'm wrapped in barbed wires, trapped in a religious temple full of these black friars with oval-shaped heads. She said, "Are you all right, Tom? You're not looking your best." I said, "Nah, I think this stuff's sending me west." Started turning white, cities spinning, I could barely talk. She said, "You sound funny." I said, "It's just because I'm from the north." She said, "Of course, would Green sort you out?" I said, "You know what, I reckon that's a good shout." And we sat and smoked for about 2 hours till we were both high, buried the sick feeling in my stomach inside. Then later that night, conversation turns deep. Started talking about our families, 7 sisters she never sees. It all started with the dad who would cheat on her mum and beat her up and speak to her like she was a piece of dirt on his feet. So to help her deal with it, she started smoking weed, but her sisters are all religious or something and disagree. And even though she was the one who chose to leave, now she feels disowned. And whenever they agree to meet, she turns up late and stoned, so they've all written her off. She says she's trying, but she's lost. Her mum made her hate the thought of lovemaking cross because when it comes to sex, she always feels used and has to force herself to do it. I said I could relate to a lot of those feelings, you know, the family isolation and all that pain, because I've been through it. I said it's like listening to myself, kind of painful to see. But if it's any consolation, you're an angel to me.